If the Suicide Squad sat down for a therapy session bathed in moody blue lighting, you'd get Thunderbolts. And no, that's not sarcasm. That's a compliment. Marvel's latest movie is unexpectedly its most human, vulnerable, and, dare we say, grown-up release in recent memory. It hasn't ditched humor or action entirely. Come on, it's still Marvel. But for the first time in a long time, the spotlight isn't on saving the world, it's on saving themselves. On paper, Thunderbolts follows the classic Marvel playbook. Bring together a team of morally gray misfits, throw them into a deadly mission, and watch them learn to work as a unit. But in execution, this feels like an anti-Marvel movie. No multiverses, no constant winks or cameos, no cosmic purple overlords snapping fingers. Just a bunch of broken people carrying trauma, guilt, and emotional baggage heavier than their combat gear. If this movie were a person, it'd be in therapy, drink its coffee black, and listen to Radiohead. And honestly, it suits it. Florence Pugh once again carries half the movie on her shoulders. Effortlessly, might we add. Her Yelena isn't just a character. She's an emotional submarine, running deep with pain from past movies. And for the first time, Marvel actually lets her process that trauma instead of cracking a joke and moving on. Her accent might still stir nostalgic cravings for borscht, but let's be real, when the acting's this good, who even cares? The real revelation here is Lewis Pullman. His character doesn't win hearts through flashy heroics, but through quiet vulnerability. He's not trying to be a hero, he's just trying not to fall apart. And that, somehow, makes him one. Yes, the fights are there. And yes, they're solid. But for once, the action doesn't feel like a mandatory spectacle. It's baked into the character's emotional states. Every punch is less choreography and more conversation, especially the Malaysia sequence, a visually bleak, rain-soaked set piece that mirrors the inner turmoil of the team. Side note, Malaysia looks stunning in this film. The Menara Merdeka 118 Tower isn't just a backdrop. It becomes a visual metaphor for the stakes, both global and personal. A lone tower in the fog, standing tall like a challenge to be faced. The team dynamic also clicks in a surprisingly organic way. They bicker, throw snarky lines, sure, but each one is clearly broken in their own unique way, and that's what makes them relatable. Somehow, Marvel has pulled off something rare. You're not just watching a team save the world. You're watching strangers slowly become a family. And not through cliches, but through pain, awkwardness, and tiny victories. Marvel's flirted with mental health themes before, WandaVision, anyone. But Thunderbolts finally says it out loud. No whispering. No hiding behind CGI fireworks. It talks about depression, anxiety, even suicidal thoughts. And no, it's not just for depth points. It's honest. Thunderbolts doesn't say pain is strength. It says pain is pain, and it deserves to be acknowledged. That's not to say the humor's gone. When it lands, especially thanks to Red Guardian, it really lands. A few jokes do miss the mark. Some feel like leftovers from earlier phases. But overall, the comedy here doesn't deflect from the emotion. It supports it, because people laugh even when they're hurting. Especially when they're hurting. The third act? It does feel a bit rushed. Like the writers got nervous that viewers might get too introspective and decided to speed things up with the big final battle. Which is a shame, because the slower, emotionally rich moments were what made the film shine. Also, one character definitely gets sidelined. Unfairly so. They deserve better. And yes, there are two post-credit scenes. The first one's light and meme-worthy. The second? A massive tease for the MCU's future. So big, the fan theories are already stacking up like Jenga blocks. Is the hype justified? Maybe. But what's refreshing is that Thunderbolts doesn't rely on nostalgia. It's not a look, another familiar hero type of movie. It's more like, here's what happens when you let characters actually be people. In the end, Thunderbolts feels like a long-overdue breath of fresh air. The kind fans hoped for but didn't dare expect. It's not perfect. At times it's overloaded, at others a bit undercooked. But what it has is honesty. This is a movie where superheroes finally feel, and let you feel too. Marvel let its characters suffer, and that might be its bravest move in years. Bold, raw, Real. 8 out of 10. And the wildest part? You want to rewatch it not for the fight scenes, but for the feelings. When's the last time you said that about a Marvel movie?